Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Salamat at bumalik kayo. Meron tayong bagong bisita ngayon, bagong makakakwentuhan. Ang pinapakilala ko ang ating bisita, si Charles.
Hello po.
Charles, salamat at napaunlakan mo kami ngayong gabi o umaga o araw kung saan man kayo nanonood. Bago tayo magsimula, Charles, kamusta ka na?
Maayos naman po. Kaagaling ko lang po sa trabaho. And
Gabi na.
maganda nga po yung shift ko ngayon kasi 10 to 6. So na-avoid ko po yung traffic. But yeah, I'm really happy po to be here. Thank you po for having me.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been good. Ano po, dahil full-time po ako sa trabaho, yun po yung pinagkakaabalaan ko ngayon. Yeah, it's been well.
Oh, very good. Pero bago tayo mapunta sa malalim na kwentuhan, sino ba si Charles? Kung sa mga hindi nakakakilala, bigyan mo naman kami ng quick introduction. Saan ka pinanganak, kailan ka nagpunta dito, or dito ka ba pinanganak?
May time po ba tayo? Parang wala na. Sino si Charles? That's a question that I still ask myself, I think. So, pinanganak po ako sa Philippines. 13 years old po ako nung nakapunta po ako dito sa Australia.
Paano kayo napunta dito?
So, si mommy at si daddy po, sila po yung unang pumunta dito. Nag-student visa muna po sila.
Oh.
Mom has a godmother po sa kasal. May ninang po siya sa kasal na agent po dito sa Australia.
Tapos in-invite dito?
Oo, tapos in-invite po siya dito. Kasi si daddy po, sa barko po siya for a really long time. I think more than 16 years sa barko po siya. And we barely see him as a kid. So napag-desisyonan po nila na it's not sustainable. Punta lang tayo sa Australia, make a new life there. Nakasama kami. So yun po, pumunta po kami dito. Sila muna nauna. Tapos, student visa pa lang po sila. 2 years after they came here, kinuha na po nila kami kasi nga gusto na po nilang gaganda po sila makakasama kami.
Ingay yung plan.
Anong
Anong year ka sa Philippines nung punta ka dito?
Mga year 7 po.
Year 7.
Year 7 po ako nung... Actually, no, I completed year 7 po in the Philippines.
Okay.
And then, magi-year 8 na po sana ako. Then
So
we
year
went here.
7. Ilan taon ka nun? 13, 14?
Mga 13 po.
13.
When I came
Tapos
here,
nagpunta ka dito.
Yeah.
Kamusta yung transition?
It was...
Teenager, tabi lahat ng mga barkada mo eh.
Yun nga po. So, I told my YFC friends and everyone who went to camp.
YFC is Youth for
Youth
Christ.
for Christ po, yeah. I told them in a sharing there na yung nga, that I kinda hated my parents for bringing me here.
Normal naman siguro.
Kasi nga po, yung nga, sabi niyo nga po, established na po sa
teenager
Philippines. When you're starting to just figure yourself out and then suddenly you're in a new country. And I guess, na-shock po ako na hindi siya katulad nung in-expect ko. Kasi nakikita niyo po sa movies, yung mga expectations po, di ba? Pagka nasa abroad, parang, wow, ginhawa na. And then, nung pagdating po dito, yung nga, halos di po kami makalabas sa bahay kasi nga po, wala naman po kaming kasama sa labas. And yeah, we didn't have any friends. And so, na-stuck lang po kami with our computers, phones, and trying to connect with the people we left back in the Philippines.
Ano yung mga struggles mo nun? Being a teenager, inalis, tapos nilagay dito sa bagong environment. Nag-school ka ba agad noon? Nakilala ka mga friends? O?
No, 1 year po kami po dalawa ng kapatid ko, 1 year po kaming na-homeschool muna. So, nung year 8 po kami, dapat sa English school na dito sa Australia. Kasi lang nga po, dahil student visa pa rin po sila.
So
Nag-homeschooling muna po kami. Naka-base pa po yung school namin sa Cebu. So, yun, online lang. Tapos, yung nga, nag-fill up po kami ng mga modules. 'Kaso nga, tapos, dahil nga po, wala pa po kami masyadong pera. Wala rin po kaming pang-tutor.
Oh.
So, my Errol and I tutored our own selves
Wow.
for year 9. And at the same time, iniisip ko po na at the back of my head, I'm like thinking,
Gusto mo na umuwi.
yeah, gusto ko na umuwi. Like, this is not the life I envisioned. And yung iniisip ko po is, paano pagka nag-year 9 na ako dito? Ano yung mga skills ko na idadala ko sa year 9? And how am I gonna cope kung year 8, wala akong interaction with kids similar to my age?
Oo nga.
So, ang ginawa ko po nun is I read a lot. And I recorded myself reading books.
Oh.
And that's how...
You prepared talaga.
Yeah, kasi nga po, ano ako, yung para pong self-conscious po ako sa pag-i-English ko.
Oo.
Kasi ganun din po sa Pilipinas, di ba? Pagka mali yung English, mali yung grammar, kinukuntsa ka na, ganun. Yeah. So, I was really conscious, so that's what I did. And ano nga po, nung nandun ako sa school, yun, medyo, ano pa rin, medyo intimidated pa rin. Pero, the teachers were nice naman. So, that was good, yeah.
Oh, kasi iba yung galing ka sa Philippines, tapos dinala ka sa Australia, and then, galing sa Philippines, dinala sa Australia, tapos may bagong environment naman sa school.
Yeah,
Diba?
exactly po. So, I'm dealing
You adjust
with...
sa Australia,
Yeah.
adjust din sa
Sa
educational
school,
system,
yeah.
sa school,
Yeah.
new friends.
Exactly, opo. Trying to develop new connections, trying to find myself here in Australia. Kasi nga po, iba yung culture. And that's one thing po, yung culture shock.
Oo.
Yeah.
Sige, explain to me kung ano yung mga culture shock na first in Australia na experience mo.
So, sa school po, the main culture shock is how we talk to teachers or how other students talk to
Yes,
teachers.
yes.
Kasi po sa Pilipinas, pagka teacher,
Kung ano sinabi ng teacher.
yun yung gagawin, ganun po, di ba? And you can almost never disagree with the teacher.
Tama.
Pero dito, wala po silang reservation for disagreeing with the teacher.
Yes.
Pag po ayaw nila yung ginagawa, if they don't like writing an essay, they can just, oh, miss, I don't like this. Parang ganun. And sometimes I'm like, oh,
Pwede pala yun.
pwede pala yun dito.
Bawal sumagot sa teacher.
Yeah, bawal sumagot sa teacher. Yung po yung tinuro. And I think that's yung po sumasagot sa teacher dito. I think, yung parang trait po yun ng mga rude na estudyante anyways. Like, you can still disagree with the teacher, pero wag mo silang disrespetuhin.
The respect is still there.
The
but
respect should still be there. Yeah.
Which is tama. Talaga naman.
Tama po, yeah. And ano
Isa
pa
na
ba
lang,
yung
para
culture
yung
shock?
mga culture shock na experience mo. Yung paraan ng pag-aaral sa atin, kakabisaduhin mo yung
Oh, yun. Yeah, that's the right po.
dito, more on essays.
Essays. I think that's yun po talaga yung na-struggle ko nung sa Pilipinas. Kasi di po ko magaling sa memorization, sa rote learning, yung tawag nila. Gusto ko po malaman yung rason for memorizing it,
Oh,
you know?
the reason behind.
Yeah, so that's why I liked here po. Lalo na, bago pa po ako mag-school dito, I always like writing. So, naka-assimilate na po ako ng konti sa writing style of answering questions.
That's good pala.
Na
Kasi napaghandaan mo na yung mga possible na pwedeng mangyari.
Yeah, ganun po talaga ako eh. I developed that when I came here, I think. Like, I've been because I had all the time in the world. So, I'm just trying to plan steps, how to be, I guess, how to feel Australia, to get a feel of Australia, yeah. Yeah.
Ngayon, anong pinagkakabalahan mo ngayon? Ano ka? High school, college?
University
Na?
student. Actually, I just graduated from university after 4 years. I completed my bachelor's of biomed with honors. So I did an honors in pathology.
Wow.
So that means I did like a research year in pathology po.
Ano yung main goal? Doktor?
That is the main goal. That's the main dream. Yeah, so hopefully, um, after some hurdles, after passing some hurdles, I can go start my med journey. Actually, it's funny nga po kasi hindi po talaga med yung goal ko dati.
Oh,
Yeah.
ano yung goal mo dati?
Dati, law naman po
Oh.
ang ang goal ko. Kasi yung pong lolo ko sa Pilipinas, kapitan siya. So I
Parang
saw,
inspired ka na
yeah,
pursue
yeah.
yung law.
Yeah.
Mm.
I saw how he dealt with, the barangay. And sa Philippines po, lalo na, ang dami po kailangang baguhin, di ba? So I was like, maybe I will be one of those people na babaguhin yung sistema,
Change is
di ba?
coming, you know?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Just wait for
Yeah,
me.
I had that dream. Kilala niyo po ba si Miriam Santiago?
Yes, Senator.
Si
Miriam
Senator,
Defensor.
yeah. So
Yes.
she's one of my, she inspired me essentially, and I want like her post. Essentially, that was my dream post.
Okay. Hindi
Yeah.
yung senator.
Yeah, yeah.
Pero
yeah.
malay mo, yung senator ka rin sa Philippines. Sayang.
Maybe.
So ngayon ay pinipursue mong yung doctor.
Yeah, yun na po,
Ah.
medicine. Kasi nung nag-aral po ako dito, I tried legal studies.
O paano na transition?
Ano po, sa high school naman po yun, yung legal studies. So, I took it for a year. Tapos, sabi ko, ayoko.
Mahirap.
Hindi pala para sa akin to. Kasi yun nga po, ang dami pong
Memorization.
memorization. Tapos, yung iba pong, dami pong Latin words na parang...
Mga etymology ng
Yeah. I mean, sa, ano rin po, sa medicine, it's the same.
The same. Mas
It's the
mahirap
same.
pa.
Yeah. Pero I found studying law for me personally drier. Like here especially kasi ang alam ko pong batas is yung sa Philippines. Tapos dito sa Australia iba na talaga. And I don't want to be a lawyer here. I want to be a lawyer in the Philippines. Yeah. So with medicine naman po, halos universal po yung pinag-aaralan.
Okay.
So yung sakit po sa puso dito, sakit din sa puso sa Pilipinas. Yeah.
Sino nag-inspire sa'yo para pursue medicine? Or
There is no single inspiration po. I think it's a culmination of my past experiences. So, as a kid po, I get sick a lot. So, I see the pediatrician a lot. And I guess I got inspired by the way he treated me. But ano po, so at that time, I was pretending I'm handing out prescriptions, ganun sa kid. Yung doktor-doktorang, ganun. Pero it never really came to me na, oh, maybe one day I'll do this for a living. And then, during year 6, one of my science teachers po was very good at her job. She bought a pig's heart sa market. Maaga po siya doon. Bumili po siya nung puso ng baboy. And we dissected it in class.
and hands-on experience.
Yeah, yeah.
Ganito
Sinasabi po niya, tinuturo niya yung chambers of the heart. And I was like, wow, that is cool. And, the pig's heart is very similar to the human heart. So there's like an immediately, like, wow,
Ganito pala.
that's inside me right now. Yeah, that's beating, inside me right now. So that's one of the few reasons, or two of the few reasons, that sparked that type of, I guess, awe in medicine in me. Third part po is my natural curiosity. And I've always kind of gravitated towards the sciences. Yeah. And I love helping people. I love the sciences. So what's the best way to combine them but to do medicine?
Medicine.
Yeah.
Sabi mo kanina, galing ka sa work. Ano parang work mo? Ano pinagkakaabalahan mo present?
So, my work this time around is as a laboratory technician po ako sa ALS, Australian Laboratory Services. We test metals, the presence of metals in different waters across Victoria. Yeah. So, ibang science po.
Ibang science
Yeah,
naman.
environmental siya compared sa health sciences.
How about mga social life? Ano pinagkakaabalahan mo? Communities? Are you involved in any communities or any groups?
Yeah, so social, I actually nga po, last week was a really hectic week for socials. Kasi po, cause so, yung nga po, whenever I plan stuff with my friends, we check our calendars, and for some reason, everything lined up last week. So I was seeing friends from Wednesday onwards after work.
Good to connect with friends.
Yeah, yeah. And we tried that restaurant called Askal.
Oh, yung Pinoy
So
restaurant.
yeah. So that was really nice.
Ah.
Yeah, so that's my social life. Just meeting up with friends, and
You belong to any group, any community here kasi mahalaga din sa
yeah,
lalo na sa mga migrants na tulad natin na meron tayong we belong to a certain community.
yeah. Yung nga po, luckily you mentioned, I was part of Youth for Christ, YFC, for more than 6 years. I joined in 2016, I think. Yeah.
Sa
And then,
Philippines Youth for Christ ka na doon o dito ka na?
dito na po ako ng Youth for Christ. Yeah.
Ah.
I learned about it through a mutual friend. Tapos, I was actually, I wanted to meet more people.
Ah.
So, kaya na wala po akong kakilala sa camp o sa YFC. And my parents weren't CFC by then, which Couples for Christ. I just went for it. So, kasi nga po, I want to belong in a community, and see other people. And now I'm part of SFC, Singles for Christ, which is a step above YFC.
YFC, yeah.
Yeah.
Busy ka naman sa Singles for Christ.
Singles for Christ have been okay. I haven't been attending a lot of the gatherings kasi nga po busy sa work and other commitments. Pero part of the ministry of CFC, SFC, I guess, is ANCOP.
ANCOP. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So
Tell me about ANCOP. Ano ba yung ANCOP na to?
yung ANCOP po is it's called Answering the Cry of the Poor, and it's a charity of CFC in the Philippines and some Oceanian islands. So yeah.
So, busy ka din doon o are you pretty much involved ba dyan? O what's your role sa ANCOP?
Yeah, so back in February po, they asked me to be an ambassador for ANCOP.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it lined up well kasi nga po, taking this year as a gap year-ish. So I was like, yeah, I wanted to establish my charity before, but
So it's a
you
good
know,
time na.
yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. So I said
Ah.
yes, and now an ambassador for it. So I present to people, different types of people in corporate, for awareness presentations and also to seek funds for donations.
For
Yeah.
ANCOP.
For
So-
ANCOP po.
So
Yeah.
may mga events sila, may mga projects sila
Yeah.
na involved ka. Ano, for the whole year, ikaw yung ambassador ng ANCOP dito sa...
Southeast po.
Southeast.
Southeast Melbourne, yeah. So until next year yung ambassadorship.
Ah.
Yeah.
Good luck. Ang dami mo ginagawa ngayon, ha? Parang kulang pa yung kulang 24 hours.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and then I also work for One Click during weekends.
Wow,
Every now and then.
Yung side hustle mo, may side hustle mo.
Exactly.
So, you
Yeah.
got your
Yeah.
full-time job, you got ANCOP,
Mm-hmm.
tapos nag-work ka pa sa One Click.
Yeah.
Nasaan na si Love Life dyan?
Yeah.
Meron bang love life si Charles?
Unfortunately, wala pa po.
Wala pang time.
Wala pang time. I've been trying to make time for it. Pero I think as of now, my whole mentality is future.
Correct.
And career. So I think I'm just gonna build that for now, and who knows what
Who
comes
knows?
next.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Pero hindi naman siya close.
Yeah. Di naman po siya closed. I'm not like saying ultimately no to it.
Pag
I'm
dumating, dumating. That's good. Going back dun sa mga kinuwento mo sa akin,
Opo.
ano yung mga reflections mo, learnings mo na yung pwede mong i-share sa amin na from Philippines, dinala dito, first ayaw mo, tapos ngayon looking na nandito ka na ngayon, tapos you got full-time job, tapos you're gonna be a doctor soon, tapos ibilong ka pa sa ANCOP. Going back into it, ano yung mga learnings mo na pwede mong i-share sa amin?
I learned a lot. And if given the time we have, I think one of the major learnings I had was believing in yourself is really important. Kasi nung nasa Philippines po ako, I never really had that type of confidence in myself. Kasi, alam niyo po sa atin, halos lahat overachievers doon.
Okay.
So I was always the background guy. I excel every now and then, pero hindi po ako yung parang laging on the forefront of everything.
Ano po,
Like,
nasa star section. Lahat star.
yeah, exactly. Pero yeah, yung nga po, from year 1 to year 6, I'm in the star section. Pero I'm always like at the bottom of it. So I'm always in the background. I remember nung pong year 5, meron silang parang mathletics. And I wasn't included kasi nga po I'm not bright enough.
Doon ka sa bright section.
Pero I'm not bright enough for them. Yeah, so yun nga po, coming here and starting anew, I had to give myself hope. And I had to believe in myself so that I can keep pursuing what I want. And it's only here that I really understood what I want in life. And my parents really helped me with that. Kasi without their vision of giving me a better life here, I wouldn't been able to, be here speaking to you po.
Experience kung...
Yeah, exactly po. So that's one of the lessons, believing in myself. Like I remember setting foot on my first ever English speaking high school here. I set foot on it. I was holding mom's hand. I'm preparing for the interview with the principal. Tapos sabi ko po sa sarili ko, I'm gonna be the valedictorian in this school.
Wow.
Yeah. First time I was interviewed by the principal. Lo and behold, year 12 came, I was the dux and the valedictorian.
Galing naman, manifestation.
Yeah, manifestation for real. And I'm not saying that po to, to boast or anything. Pero I'm just saying that because that's what's helped me, achieved all of those is to believe in myself.
Believe in yourself.
And also have faith. Having faith is really important then because it's kept me in track for my journey so far.
Oo nga.
Yeah.
Kasi,
Yeah.
kung babalikan mo yun, yung mga nangyari sa'yo mula nung 13 years ka na, tapos ngayon, ilan taon ka na ba ngayon?
23 na po.
10 years ka na pala na
Yeah.
nasa Australia. Sa tingin mo tama yung decision ng parents mo?
Yeah.
Looking back,
Yeah.
hindi nagagalit ka.
Yeah. Oh, I know they've made the right call po. Like 2 years after coming here. Kasi it just opened my eyes to a lot of things. Yung po mga kinoconsider nating normal sa Philippines, suddenly they're not normal here anymore. Kasi meron pong ibang normality dito na tinatrato nating normal sa Philippines. For example, yung nga pong parang yung paghihirap ba? I thought it was the normal thing, pero dito you don't have to,
Tama.
Yeah.
Kasi nasa paligid mo mahirap din. So akala mo
Yeah.
that's
the norm.
That's the norm.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
Tama nga. This you get more parang opportunities dito at saka yung siguro it will open your eyes to bigger world. Diba? Sa Philippines, magbabakasyon ka sa other provinces. Dito pa nagbakasyon, other country. Diba?
Yeah,
Ganun
yeah.
lang sa school, di ba? Pag nag-excursion.
Mm.
Hindi sa Enchanted Kingdom, kundi sa Japan, sa UK.
Yeah. No,
Ah.
yeah.
Ano pa yung mga future plans mo bago tayo magtapos sa ating kwentuhan? So looking forward naman.
Looking forward naman. So my future plans is yun nga po, to get into med school. And then after that's going, we'll see. I think
Maybe have magtayo ng hospital.
magtayo ng hospital. Yeah, I want to become either a pediatrician or if God allows, a cardiologist. So yeah, if God willing po, maybe a clinic or two.
Abangan natin yan, mga kakwentuhan. Abangan natin yan.
Yeah, yeah, and ano po, my ultimate goal in pursuing this career is to join Doctors Without Borders.
Ah,
Yeah, so like missionary trips in different parts of the world, especially in the Philippines. So yun na po. I feel like if I ever get to that level, I'm in full circle na. Like I can die happily na. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maganda yung kwentuhan natin, pero kailangan nating magpaalam na. Mga advice mo na lang sa ating mga nanunood bilang, bilang teenager na nagpunta dito. I'm sure may mga tao din, mga teenager din na nasa same situation mo before na yung parents nagpunta dito.
Yeah.
Tapos, yung teenager na anak, dinala sa Australia. Siyempre, naranasan mo na yun. Advice lang sa kanila. Tapos, next naman is, advice mo rin dun sa parents. Kasi, di ba, yung parents mo din nagpunta din dito.
Yeah.
Tulad mo din na nagpunta dito nung 13 years old ka. Kasi, siyempre, mahirap yun. Baka nag-struggle din sila.
I think for both, my main advice is to always be eager to learn, especially the different perspectives. So yung po mga bago lang dito, mga batang bago lang dito, always try to learn, why you're here, why your parents brought you
But
here.
you're here. Hindi ba nagre-rebelde agad?
Oo, nagre-rebelde po, di ba? And always try to understand. And be humble enough to be eager to learn and to understand. Try to understand different perspectives. Kasi nga po, kung hindi ko po naintindihan yung rason for us,
Kung naging close-minded ka
naging
lang.
close-minded lang po ako, I wouldn't be here. And if I didn't push myself to learn, how to, really speak fluently and learn beyond speaking fluently,
Preparation.
my preparation to go to school. And even now, like I'm preparing for my future. I don't think I would be on where I am po right now. And same with the parents. I think they just need to learn why their kids are behaving in certain ways. Lalo na po pagka nagiging secretive na sila, di ba?
Teenager life.
Kaya teenager life. And to understand again why that may be so. I think it just goes a long way kapag po may proper communication between the two. Because they're learning and understanding each other. And I think that just applies in every stage of life that you're in.
Tama.
Yeah.
Maganda yung advice mo. Nakuha ko dyan is yung preparedness. Di ba? Kailangan maging prepared. Pero siguro kung ako yung 13 years old that time, tapos nagpunta dito, siguro baka magmukmuk lang ako dun. Kasi siyempre, nandun yung rebel spirit lagi.
Yeah.
But maganda yung payo mo. Sana may mga natutunan kayo sa aming kwentuhan ngayong gabi, ngayong umaga, ngayong araw na to. At hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat, Charles.
Thank you po, Tito.
Salamat.
Maraming pong salamat. See ya.
See ya!